final Splatfest Splatoon, and it was Callie versus Mari. And yes, it's Mari. Not Mari, because it's calamari. Don't argue with the pronunciation of that, it's Mari. And Mari won. Surprisingly, I thought Callie would be, the fan favorite. But, I'll turn the audio up a little bit. And turn the game audio down just a little bit. Yeah, so I thought that, Callie would have won. I was Team Callie myself. I actually didn't have a chance to play over the weekend. We were really busy, so, no Splatfest for us, which is sad because we kind of missed out on the last Splatfest, but it is what it is. I don't think it's going to be the end of Splatoon. And people are panicking, like wondering what's going to happen now. What's going on with Splatfest? What's going on with Splatoon? And that's what I want to talk about today. Splatoon 2. Obviously, nothing has been announced yet. There has been news as I'm going to get killed by Splat on a 2-on-1 situation. I was trying to back out so you go for an H-strike, but to no avail. So, Splatoon 2, obviously nothing has been announced yet, and nothing has really been shown off yet, so it's all just speculations from here. There's no real word on, a Splatoon 2 or anything of the sorts happening. But, given the success of Splatoon, and it was one of the most successful games in Nintendo's history, especially in the later years. It really helped Nintendo get back on track, and it really helped sell some Wii U's. It was I guess you call it the golden age of Wii U, where the Wii U was doing good. It was Smash Bros. And Mario Kart and Splatoon and Yoshi's Woolly World. There's a lot of good games coming out on the Wii U at this point, and unfortunately, the golden age was short-lived. But I feel like that's why the Wii U is going to be one of the most advanced systems. So moving forward, obviously going to have, if Splatoon does come out, it's going to be on the NX. There's rumors that Splatoon is going to be a launch game for the NX, which really doesn't make sense. And why it doesn't make sense, and I'm sure it's plausible, and I'm sure it probably will happen as well, but it doesn't make sense because if you're doing Splatfest, why release a game that isn't going to have one of the essential features? Splatfest is, as I'm going to go Splat for Splat there, Splatfest is a huge part of the game, and to move a game onto the NX that is not going to have these events is, massive, almost pay-per-views. It's kind of like, what are you going to do? And why are you going to do it? So, what I think Splatoon needs in the next game is a lot more balancing, a lot more monitoring as well. I wouldn't mind to see a few things change. Right now, I think that how there's certain upgrades you get as we win 63.8 to 30.2. There's certain upgrades you can get on your outfits, your hats, your shirts, your shoes. That really they were pressing down, so not really too far. I want that octo shot so bad. I didn't even realize I scored 1900 points that game. But yeah, you can unlock damage ups. You can unlock ink refill, ink usage up. Down. But I feel like these type of power ups shouldn't be on your outfits. I feel like guns should be level upable, not by money or anything like that, but how much ink you turf with them. On the stat sheet, it'll show you ink turf, ink turf, ink turf. So it shows you that, but what for? I would like them to utilize that. There's something like where you could take a gun and you could have maybe 2 or 3 options, and every time you reach a tier, like, okay, you inked your first 1,000 points in turf with this gun. You get unlockable 1 upgrade now. And then 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, and so on. I think that would be cool. So this way you utilize one of the features in the game where it says, hey, I got someone might ink mine there. Hey, you inked so much turf with this gun, so you've gotten unlockables. And it goes all the way up until, you know, what maximum, I believe like 1 million points turf. Like, I've been using the Aerospray RG for a really long time now, so I probably have like 500,000 points turfed up. So I should be able to like cash those in and unlock, you know, damage upgrades, range upgrades, you know, shot impact upgrades, or even like fire speed upgrades. And that should all be on the gun itself, rather than your, you know, accessories and shirts. Because how is wearing a shirt going to make your gun do more damage? How is wearing shoes going to make your gun and your ink bucket fill up faster? Are your shoes absorbing ink? That's the only thing that would make sense. But in that case, you're going to be filling up consistently as you walk, which would be a pretty cool, you know, ability. And it could be like every shoe has its own special ability. Some of them have like ink absorption. Some of them have running speed. That's another thing. How can your fucking shirt control how fast you run or how fast you swim? I get it. They had to like have these upgrades because it's just a way of changing the game and a way of like customizing your character and really getting the most out of the game. But a lot of it doesn't make sense. I know it's just a game, like you're overthinking it, but this is a game that really like paid attention to a lot of detail, and that's some detail that I feel is missed. Like, it really doesn't make sense to me how like I'm just having a fucking terrible game here. It doesn't make sense to me how like certain things do certain things, and that's all fixable. You could add stuff like wristbands, or you know that I don't know what they could do, but you could add wristbands, you could add pants and shorts. You could even add little accessories. And I'm not saying like complete like game break where you're gonna have so many fucking things that like you need to unlock and level up, and you know, obvious cracking is obvious. But yeah, no, there's so many things that you need to like fucking upgrade and unlock. Keep it simple. Right now there's 3, and that's fine. But you know, 4 would be cool as well. You just add in pants, and then you could add in an accessory that has 1 skill and 1 skill only. And it could be like, hey, this increases your run speed by 150%. Hey, this increases your swim speed by 200%. And more things. It's just more things to like make us use our money. Because as you see, I have almost 500,000 gold at this point, and I have nothing to spend it on. So, you know, shit like that. Like, money needs to be usable or just not so easy to accrue. As another game here at Blacklight. I actually fucking hate this game. I really do. I think it is one of my least favorite games. Already got the first spot here. But yeah, no, there's a lot of things in Splatoon to do moving forward. And will there be Splatoon 2? Who knows? There's potential for it to be. Big, nice double there. And that's the fun part. We don't know moving forward. Like, we could almost fucking certainly say, hey, Splatoon was one of the most successful Nintendo games in the last so long. There has to be a sequel to it, right? And I would agree with that. There has to be a sequel to it. Whether it's just, you know, a spin-off or whatever it is. Because you have to remember, Splatoon was already a spin-off as it is. From the Super Mario Sunshine series. So moving on to like the story mode stuff. I think the story mode was fine. I think the story mode was great. It was actually challenging. It was really in depth. I didn't like the fucking spending 15-20 minutes trying to find the stage. You know, like, hidden. I like the fact that they're hidden, but it has to be a little bit more suggestive as to where the fuck am I going. I don't feel like just swimming around for 15-20 minutes going for a stage. I did like the fact that you know, upgrade your guns, upgrade your bombs, upgrade certain things using the story mode currency, which is weird that like there's some story mode currency as well as like other currency as well. Keeps the game kind of like separate, and that's really not what you should go for me in a game. I don't believe that like story mode should ever be separate from the actual game. That's like trying to say that like it's two different games, and that's really not fair to how great the multiplayer is. But like the story mode was really cool. I actually really enjoyed it. The music was fantastic. The story was fantastic. The gameplay was incredible. To have a gunner and make it into like a gunning platformer RPG type of thing was unique, and it's something that you don't ever really see. And that's why, you know, it was really a lot of fun. Trying to get this ink strike out, and I won't. But yeah, no, I think the story was fine. They could just go more on that, as we don't lose here. Pretty close game, but I know we lost. But you know, they could just run on that. They could just, I know, like DJ Octavian's dead, but what if like an Octoling comes about 21-15? That's the highest score I've ever seen. But you know, I know DJ Octavian's dead. You kill him, but there's gotta be other Octolings, and there has to be, you know, other baddies that are still out there just laying in the waits. And they can utilize that. They have like this untold story still, so that works for them. They have a lot to go on with the story mode. You have Kali and Mari. What if something happens to them? What if it's just like the Squid Kids doing a world tournament or something like that? Like you have to bring your team to like a championship. It doesn't have to be something that's grim. It could be something that's fun as well. You know, it doesn't have to be a dark story where like, you know, that bitch got kidnapped. All that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of things you can do with that, and that's really fun because you can sit there and like think of ideas all day long for the game. And it's a game that like has room to grow and mature into something that's better than it is. And don't get me wrong, the game is already great. But yeah, so there's a lot of room for Splatoon to continue to grow and develop and really make itself an iconic game. You gotta remember, this is only the first installation. It's a little bit over a year old, and there's still so much they could do. There's still so many like unlockable potentials in the game, and I don't think that has any glass ceiling. As far as like the multiplayer goes, like there's a lot of things they can do in the multiplayer. ranked turf war. That needs to be implemented in the game. Unranked Rainmaker, unranked Splat Zone and Tower Control. Why not? Being able to play these modes in local multiplayer. Why can't I play Turf War with Kelly without having, 2 Wii U's? That's a big problem. And some games are gonna start implementing the 2 Wii gamepads, but now the Wii gamepads are gonna go away. As far as we know, there's not one for MX. As far as we know, there's nothing of the sort for MX. But so are these modes gonna be playable? And also, I should be able to fucking select which gameplay I want to play for rank. If I don't like tower control, I shouldn't have to sit there and be like, well, I can't play rank now because of fucking tower control. Well, I can't play. I can't play for another few hours because I want to play Splat Zones, but it was Rainmaker before, and now it's just tower control. So what am I gonna do now? So there needs to be a little bit more player control on that. Jesus. But that's just a minor issue, really, and really it's not a minor issue. It's kind of a big issue. But yeah, there's more player control than me. Good lord. So much for that being the highest score I've ever seen. 22-27. Highest score I've ever seen and the highest score I've ever scored. Yeah, no, and they also need to manage cheaters so much better. There's so much cheating. There's so much sniping issues. So many auto smashing rollers. So many cheats in this game. It's just ridiculous. That needs definitely to be maintained. But yeah, so that's all I really have for now. So really the synopsis of what I want to see is more player control on the gameplay modes. More same of the story mode, because the story mode was pretty fun, pretty great. More player regulation online where managing cheaters. And customizable guns, as in the sense that you could level them up and control damage output, range, firing speed, and other shit through the gun rather than through your shirt, hat, and shoes. And I also want the addition of maybe an accessory that gives you a further boost, or shorts or pants. This way you could customize your characters a little bit more. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Joe from Big Shark Gaming. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below as to should there be a Splatoon 2? Should there be other upgrades that I haven't mentioned? Do you like my upgrades? Do you dislike my upgrades? Let us know in the comment section down below.